The anonymous librarian is proud to present you an extract from Eye of the Needle. What are your orders for action after you have seen me? Do you have a bolt hole? No, I am to go to a place called Weymouth and steal a boat in which to return to France. That was no plan at all. So far before it. Canaris knew how it would be very well. He said, and if you are caught by the British and tortured, I have a suicide pill. And you will use it? Most certainly. Faber looked at him. I think you might, he said. He placed his left hand on the agent's chest and put his weight on it, as if he were about to get off the bed. That way he was able to feel exactly where the ribcage ended and the soft belly began. He thrust the point of the stiletto in just under the ribs and stabbed upwards to the heart. Ladies and gentlemen, miscreants, mollifiers, welcome to the show. Today's programming. I am the anonymous librarian. You can call me Al. And this is your weekly reading update, or my reading update. If it's in a week, it's in a week. If it's not in a week, it's the next update of reading that I did. Just appreciate it. Just appreciate it. If you get one of these once a week, you are very lucky. You are blessed. You are blessed by my presence and my dedication to bring you information. Ooh, boss! Did you hear this, boss? Dedication, information. Boss! Man. Kendrick Lamar got nothing on me. Got nothing on me. Nah. Hey, let's get this going. I have stuff to do. I still have a lot of reading to do for this month, so I can't be wasting too much time with you guys. Let's get into what I've been reading for the comics and manga. It was manga. I read manga this week. Well, technically I finished Nemesis at the beginning. I'm not even going to talk about Nemesis. Nothing really changes a lot from what I said last week about it. Yeah. Did I finish the... I'm pretty sure I think I read one more. I had one more day of Nemesis last week. So I don't have much more than I can only add in the wrap up. What I picked up after that and what I read this week was One Piece Volume 4 by Inchiro Oda. Is that how you say his name? Inchiro? I believe it over. It was Volume 4, The Black Cat Pirates. That is Captain Kuro or Kalahador. No, maybe that's a spoiler, maybe it's not a spoiler. I'm gonna use the term because I don't like this term that much, but it's really appropriate for this one and my feelings about it. I found One Piece Volume 4 to be kind of a mixed bag. It's both as some of my favorite things that's happened so far in the series. And then, without a doubt, the things that have annoyed me the most in the series happens in this volume. Usopp. I find Usopp an interesting character, and I don't necessarily hate him, but it's the fact that our characters seem to they just let him get away with it. That I feel like that he's not really held accountable for his actions as he should be. And it's like Oda's trying to go bend backwards. So he's actually a good guy. No, he's a scumbag. He might have a good heart, but he's still a scumbag. And he should be more punished for that. It's not like, okay, it's okay, we can move on from this. The villains, though, Captain Kuro is legitimately terrifying, and just how he reacts. I love it. It's very interesting and it feels threatening. It feels like he's dangerous. More than any of the other ones. And as much as I like Buggy, Kuro feels like properly dangerous. And then Django, Django. Django, the hypnotist guy that looks like Michael Jackson. I think that's my favorite character. Just in looks and design and how he. I really like him. I really like him. What I what gets to me is like the other thing I like, and this was right here where I am now, and going into volume 5 was a little bit into what happens in volume 5. If I take on the show, what I watched in the show, I didn't complete volume 5 in the anime. That was where I like, no, I can't. This is getting too much. I don't want to watch this anymore. This is just, at this point it's just annoying. At this point it's just, and it's like the overreaction by everybody around watching what's going on. First of all, the pirate crew of the Black Cat Pirates, not the main guys, not the Meow Meow twins or Django. Like Django's, I love Django and Kuro, but just the random. Their overreactions to everything. It's like eyes bulging, and for every second thing that happens, every second panel is them eyes bulging. And the same is Usopp has the same reaction as well. So you see them do this, Usopp do this, and then probably the people that annoy me most, the Usopp pirate crew. And this is where it gets old. And that's why I stopped watching the anime. Because the Usopp pirate crew are 3 kids, right? If you want to know, 3 kids. And these kids were annoying me so much after a while that I wanted these kids to die. And you're supposed to like them, and yet I got so annoyed with them that I thought, like, if this is what happened, then I'm not supposed to. If the show makes me feel this bad about something, like, which I'm supposed to, or make me hate people so much, and it kids of all things, make me hate kids this much, I'm like, no. Even Kaya, I don't like Kaya. I don't like Kaya. I think like she's also like too flippity floppity. So I kind of like, when I started thinking about it, I think that the real issue for me is, okay, first of all, the overreactions that keep happening, like in every second panel, is I'm like, what? I can't believe that. No, it's like, yo. And then like, and I feel like Luffy and Zolo and Nami, all just like just immediately siding with Usopp on one thing, like not holding him accountable at all. And even Kaya just flip-flopping back immediately. It's like, and then like, no, he's actually brave and a hero. And I'm like, oh, no. I mean, maybe I feel like I'm spouting spoilers in this one, but that is really frustrating for me. And that's for me, and what annoys me so much is, this is one of the, I want Kuro and Django to win. I know they're not going to, because they're the villains. I want them to win because I found them much more fascinating, much more interesting, and at least have logical motivations for me in this. And I want Usopp to die, and I'm pretty sure he's not gonna die. I'm pretty sure he's gonna, I mean, I feel like I will like him later on, but the way they are handling it. So this is the thing. I don't even hate Usopp. I actually like him. I think he's an interesting character. I just don't like how the things he does, and the other people are like, oh no, it's okay, we forgive it. It's fine. We're going on. I mean, damn it. He's a lying piece of shit. He's a lying piece of shit. I feel like maybe I spoiled a bunch of stuff, but I don't think so. Not specifically, but. I don't want to be negative. I really don't want to be negative. And I still had fun. But it's like that was great. And like an overreaction by every second panel, like going crazy about stuff. And I'm pretty sure it's gonna continue into volume 5. So I feel like that was the one. I feel like I need to just get through this to the next one. And it's so sad because Django and Captain Kuro are such awesome characters, such great villains. So I finished that. What I will, starting today, and what I'll be reading this week in the comics manga, I'm going back to Saga, volume 4, my happy place. Saga is my happy place. Can't wait to get back into this. Awesome. Especially after, I think there must be a time jump, because the end of volume 3 was like a big event. It was like so it's kind of being rebuilding now, and I think we're going to new locations, so I'm excited for that. Now let's move on to the Nonfiction. So yeah, last week I was 8 pages into Tracking On by the Nace Rates, and now I am at page 70. You didn't do a lot of reading in this. I did do a lot of reading this week. There's another big boy that I'm fighting with. So yeah. But I am planning to finish it this upcoming week. I am definitely planning to finish. I'm enjoying reading new stuff or reading stuff I haven't read by Denise Race, because Commando I've experienced kind of 3 times in different ways. If you don't know, you know. So going to the sequel of that, or the next chapter in Denise Race's life, dealing with the First World War and all the events in Africa. I am having a great time reading this. It's fascinating, interesting, and just his experiences, how Denise Race described war and what he focuses on, the little events. The little odd things that happen in a war and in a campaign that you don't expect. We're in the East Africa campaign now. I think I'll be done with that, and then I don't know. I think I might finish that today, probably, and then go to the First World War, to the Western Front, to the trench warfare, and yeah, I'm fascinated to see what he tells there and everything that happens there. Denise is just a great writer, a great storyteller in his own right. Here and there it comes off its time, you know. I mean, this is told by a white guy in from South Africa in the 1914 to 1918 time period. It's some of these things are like, yeah, yeah, but that's what I like about Denise. Is it's very few of them. Other guys who read his stuff, it's like every page, like, oh, dude, you were like, Denise was kind of more a product of his time rather than really terrible, like, yeah, and he was clearly a guy that didn't mind to change his mind on stuff and stuff. But that's not important. The important stuff is it is as fascinating, interesting, and his writing is well done and entertaining. And if you've read Commando, this works as such a great sequel to Commando, because a lot of the same people show up, and you learn a lot about a lot of people, what happened to them after the Anglo-Boer War, and just show up. And you realize how different the time period was, because there's one part here he just meets his brother again after 10 years. He and his brother hadn't seen each other in 10 years, haven't spoken in 10 years, and they meet again because they were different plans. It wasn't like you would just call somebody from here to there or whatever. Having a great time with this. So that should take me the rest of the week, but hopefully I will finish it. I'm supposed to finish it, right? It's the end of the month. It's the end of the month. I'm supposed to finish before the end of the month. But then let's move on to what I've been reading in the Mundane Fiction. And yes, I already read you an excerpt from this. It is Eye of the Needle by Ken Follett. Let's try and ignore the cover page. I mean, could they not have made this? I see the new versions have they have the stiletto on it with the swastika only small. It's a German spy in World War II in Britain. Man, I haven't read Ken Follett in a long time, and I've actually never finished the Ken Follett thing. I read A Place Called Freedom back in the day, and I read most of it, but I first read the Reader's Digest shortened version, which annoyed me when I realized this is what it was. And then I somehow found the original, but I didn't even buy it. Somebody gave it to me, the proper A Place Called Freedom. But then I also, you know what, that wasn't the time I got distracted easily by video games and TV shows and stuff like that. I never ended up finishing A Place Called Freedom. Still want to go back to it, love it. But then I finally picked up a Ken Follett in many, many years. And this one I specifically picked up now because Brian Lee Duffy kept raving about how good Eye of the Needle is. It's like his second favorite, just behind Pillars of the Earth of it. And it's so good. It feels like a modern spy thriller, and this is written in how old is this? 1978. But it feels more like part Bourne, part character study, part really good drama. There's 3 main thread lines. It's the spy, it is the people trying to catch the spy, and it is the girl. There's a lady. There's Lucy, and we know even the back blurb says they will eventually all converge, and I really all 3, and there's never I rather want to be in this one. No, all 3 of these storylines are just fascinating. The Lucy one is heart-rending, and what happened, and just tragedies that happened during the war, but something that wasn't even a war, and just being in a terrible, unhappy marriage, right? It's one of maybe the best depictions of a marriage just crumbling before it even began because of a tragedy. It's so well done, so compelling. The characters there. Then the main guy, Henry Faber. Whoa, ah, him and how he kind of enjoys his work to some degree, but also doesn't enjoy the nasty parts of his work. But such, yeah, and you could, and they feel so intelligent. It means it's like he does make really smart decisions, and then the guys hunting him also are making smart decisions. The British forces trying to, and it's like just really, really compelling, nail biting, fascinating, unexpected. What's gonna happen next? Although not necessarily, yeah. It just, and the fact that and this is just like 114 pages in. I'm caught into this book. I mean, if it wasn't for another book, I think I would have pre-coded through this book already by now and finished it. It is so easy to read and so compelling and just sucks you in and takes you like, ah man, I am having so much fun. And like espionage, I have read a couple of espionage novels in my life. I read Robert Ludlum. No, I read Dan Brown's Digital Fortress. I didn't like Digital Fortress by Dan Brown. Robert Ludlum's, I can't remember which one was that I read. I enjoyed it, but they were never my favorite types of books. This is unbelievably good. This is insane. I'm having so much fun reading this. Like everything Brian Lee Duffy said, it's true. Actually, it feels way more like a modern espionage than like anything of the 70s stuff. So well done. I mean, there must be a movie or a TV show, something about this. But if they adapted modern movie of this, I would love to watch it. It feels like you're watching just this awesome, great movie. Oh, and so then I am done with the Mundane Fiction, and then we go to everybody's favorite, my favorite, sci-fi and fantasy. I am very partial to sci-fi. Oh, fantasy especially. Speculative fiction. I don't like the term speculative fiction as much. I like it, but I don't like it as much. I don't hate it, but I still like fantasy, sci-fi. I like that. Hey, and of course, I've been reading A Storm of Swords by George R. R. Martin, the third book in A Song of Ice and Fire. And I am about 100. This is the second half of the book. So I'm at least into the second half of the book. So this is and I am at 120 pages into the second half. So I'm like 680 pages or something. 90 pages, 700 pages into A Storm of Swords. Great. I love, man. This is definitely, already like at this point you can tell, no, this is definitely the best book in the series so far. Well, hands down better than The Clash of Kings and The Game of Thrones. Jaime Lannister is amazing, so much fun. Brienne of Tarth really comes into her own in this. I recently Oberyn Martell showed up. Yeah, that scene with Oberyn Martell and Tyrion, fine, definitely. When Sandor Clegane finally shows up again, so that's just the best. I think Sandor Clegane is still my favorite character of all Martin's characters. And I feel as much as I liked him in the show, and as great as he was in the show, he's even better for me in the books. He's even a little bit more raw and a little bit more rough around the edges than he is in the show, which I really, really enjoy. But I'm also dreading there's an event that, and I knew it was always going to happen because I watched the show and everything, and I'm like, okay, but I was not really worried. Yes, I was kind of excited. I was excited to get to that event. Really excited to get to that event. And now I'm at that event. It's about to happen. But even like when I was getting, the more I grew closer, I started getting dread. And I think you could probably guess what event I'm talking about if you've seen the show or read the book. And I'm like in every chapter, is it going to be this one? No, okay, it wasn't this one, but I get this dreaded anticipation. And it's strange because I know what's going to happen to these characters to a degree, and yet I've never. And I thought it would be fine. I'm surprised and I'm feeling this much dread. I'm like, I don't even know some melancholy. No, I know it's going to happen, but it's actually like eating me up. And it's literally the next chapter I'm going to read today is that chapter, and I'm like, I feel like I'm gonna read that chapter and not want to read anything again. But yeah, I'm there. I'm there. So, and I have to finish this as well at the end of this week. So I have a lot. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish all of this week. Yeah. Heart of Darkness. I was supposed to get to Heart of Darkness after I have to deal. I don't think I'm gonna get to Heart of Darkness this month. Sorry for anybody who was anticipating that. I made a mistake, okay? I made a mistake. I overcalculated. My mistake. But I'm gonna focus to get this. This I have to deal and tracking on. I need to finish all 3 of them. But it's gonna be tough. Dissipation is. It surprised me that I'm actually feeling dread to read that chapter. I'm actually feeling dread. I didn't think that would happen. But the closer I got, the more it bull. It's like this. So yeah. You see, I'm not an emotional monster. I do have a heart. I do have feelings. Something get to me. Dreaded anticipation. Dreaded anticipation. But that's it. Yeah. Do you believe me that I will finish all of these? All 4. I mean, the saga one will be easy enough to finish. But do you think I'm gonna finish the hour 3 in the week, or am I gonna have to use? And this is the problem, because technically I have to do the next week. What's the Monday is the 1st, so then I have to kind of do the wrap up. That was my plan, my original schedule. So I have a lot to do, and I don't know if I'm gonna finish it. Maybe I'm gonna have to delay the wrap up of a week. Yeah, I think like if it's like 2 or 3 days into the next, yeah. Yeah, but I think I should. I bit off more than I could chew. Yeah, I'm the guilty one this week. But I'm gonna do it. Don't you dare. Yeah. So okay, the Art of Darkness one, fine. I'll take it. I'm not gonna read the Art of Darkness this month. But I'm gonna finish these 3. You know what? I'm convinced I'm gonna finish all 3 of these books this week. And if you don't believe me, I'll prove you wrong. I know you don't trust me. I know you don't believe me. You always doubted me. You've doubted me ever since I started this. You're always doubting me, and I'm always proving you wrong. I'm always proving you wrong. Fine, keep on doubting me, and I'll keep on proving you wrong. Let me show you how I'll crush it. And what are you reading, huh? What are you reading? And are you gonna crush it? No, I doubt it. I'm always right when I say I don't think you're gonna finish it. Wow. Hello. Hello? Yes. Are you here or? Alright, I'm gonna come over with you now. Okay. Okay, you can keep going. I have a career. Okay, you won't believe this. Like, the call I just got, it's the courier. They just brought the copies of my book that I wrote. And now I don't want to talk to you anymore. I want to go check and look at it. Maybe I'll show you, but I'll probably show you on the wrap up or on the next video, TV or whatever I'm doing tomorrow. But I want to get to that, so no more talking. I am the anonymous librarian. You can call me Al. Don't call me no, that's fine. Just read some books. Just have some fun and enjoy your week ahead. Look how happy I am.